in the car.
We're back in the
We're
car.
cruising here in Vaasa.
Hell yeah.
Just finished off at work, both of us.
You got finished off at work?
Yeah. In a way.
Anyway, today we're talking about the best split, the ultimate split. Actually, it doesn't have to be, but that's going to be the title of the video.
For us,
the
it is.
ultimate split could be.
Yeah.
Could be. I don't know if it's for me. Actually, I like the split. I could even say I love the split, but I don't know if it's the best split for me.
Okay, so what's the split?
The full body split.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of ways you can program full body. You could do it sort of high frequency, where you do your muscles often. Like you could program full body to be every day.
Yeah.
Or you could do it every other day, or every third day.
Yeah.
Depending on how you do it.
Let me start off with asking you, what are your experience and thoughts about this split, regarding to your own performance and the past training?
Yeah, I mean, I had I remember when I was 16, I had 2 weeks of high fever because I had a viral infection and a bacterial infection at the same time.
Okay.
And I had just started lifting, so I basically lost all my gains again. I dropped 7 kilos at least.
All right.
So I went down to 60 kilos from that sickness. I was 17, 16, something like that.
So this was the first era of your training curve?
Well, it was very early. Within 2 years of starting lifting, or 1 or 2 years. So it's in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I didn't, obviously, when you're sick and you can't train, you're going to be looking at all sorts of training stuff because you want to get back into training.
Yeah, of course.
And I was looking at old school, silver era stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah.
And they did full body.
Yeah.
Like Steve Reeves.
Before it was cool.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows Steve Reeves.
Yeah.
Reg Park. Leroy Colbert.
I don't know.
I'm getting that wrong.
Yeah.
But the first guy to build 21-inch biceps, basically, he was jacked. They all did full body. That's what they have in common. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do full body too because I want to be jacked.
Yeah, and you always had the connection to the more old school eras when it comes to training.
Yeah.
And that's what I really liked about training with you in the beginning, learning a lot.
Oh yeah, that's true. I always leaned back into the old school because.
And then I started as well, and I started to really respect and appreciate that style and that time of history when it comes to training and more sculpting your body and what training is about really.
Yeah. But the split I started was a full body split. I did it 3 times a week, about 3 times-ish a week. And I blew up. I put on 10 kilos in 2 months.
That's great.
Yeah.
But it's such an effective split, in my opinion.
It is. It's very good. I'd say for packing on mass, it's very good. Especially if you're early intermediate or beginner, then it's perfect. Yeah. It's a really good split.
And I mean, you can apply it for anything. It doesn't have to be only for bodybuilding or endurance training or strength training or anything. It's when we started with it, or when I started out in the beginning, when we worked out not just casual, really, really hard.
Yeah.
And when we were studying, then it wasn't as popular.
No.
Then I remember it was like push-pull legs, probably number
Yeah.
one. Then maybe leaning into more like upper-lower splits.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as common, but I wanted to try it.
Yeah.
And it was like you didn't need to have this like train every day to get the like decent amount of gains or whatnot. But you could go like 3 days a week, as you explained as well. I had the same thing, and you would get more out of it. For some and for a lot of people, it's more taxing in a way because you work out the whole body, and you can go like heavier in some aspects. But I feel like instead of training with push-pull legs, then I get like the muscle groups just once a week if I go 3 times.
Yeah.
But I could get them 3 times a week with the full body.
Yeah.
I don't need 3 times per se, but the principle of it is you don't need all this like 3-4 exercises per muscle group to like be efficient in the gym or something like that. So it was in a way more efficient. You didn't need to do as much, and I really liked it.
And I think that style we did like very early on was a lot of like compound lifts with the full body. And because they're very taxing, they're heavy, and they have a lot of overlap. Like you're going to do an overhead press one day, you're going to do a bench press another day. Both of those are going to train the hell out of your triceps as well as like the anterior deltoid.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of the exercises that you do on the program, if you do it a little bit old school, they have a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
And because you have that, you get a lot of volume. That's where you're growing.
And I feel like I did it mostly while I was either powerlifting or power building. So a mix of training for hypertrophy and strength. It was at that time I felt like it was the most efficient for me. I still feel it could be and will be really efficient if you just want to go for like the bodybuilding aspect or like the hypertrophy, but really, especially for strength, I think it's a banger. It's
of course,
so
because you get that practice of the movement so frequently.
And I spoke about this many times in my own videos, like the thing with frequency. It's so important when it comes to strength. And like I haven't gotten as like good and fast gains as I have when I do full body. I still do it to this day because for me it's the best one. But as we said before and a little bit off screen as well, that there's no such thing as a best split. Like it's very individual. For me it's full body because it works for me due to my capacities, due to my goals and all that. But I could see some people benefiting the most from even bro splits. A split which is quite hated these days. It's very controversial in a way because people like focus on their own goals. Like again, for me the bro split wouldn't be the most efficient one because it's not adapting to my goals when it comes to training. But it could be the best one for someone else that has different goals and different capacities. So
definitely.
It all depends on like your own variables. So and when I started out with the full body, I remember it was I liked it because it was taxing. I've always like preferred the more difficult and more challenging tasks in life, if you will, because they're more giving and meaningful when you're able to do them. So that's also why I really liked it. And yeah, you could also do a lot of like barbell movements.
Yeah.
But you have to have the recovery for it, though. So you have to like adapt according to that one as well. But I have tried it actually like 5 days a week. I remember back in the day, Jeff Nippard made a video like with all the optimal science videos and all that. He made a video of like training full body like every day or like 5 days a week.
Yeah.
I remember watching that video, like trying to apply it, and that was like really interesting. But I feel like that's a really advanced method.
Yeah, it is.
You need
It
to have
is.
really great like recovery for yourself and time. I don't have that time. I believe you don't have that time either.
No.
So that's like max 3 days a week.
Yeah.
That's a max. These days I even just have my own gym days like once a week. I train 3 times a week, but like last week, for example, I had my own training one day.
Yeah.
Another day I had my CrossFit VOD.
Yeah.
So a little bit higher intensity and all that. And one day I played tennis with a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
So more fun and casual.
Yeah.
But tennis is so heavy, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's really
Definitely.
taxing, but it's so
Especially
much
if you're
fun.
One-on-one.
Yeah, it's so much fun though.
Then it is.
But it's more like that worrying type of activity. But
Yeah.
But so it's not for everyone.
No.
The full body.
Absolutely not.
Right.
How would you like practically lay out the split? Like what if you, let's hypothetically say you're going to do 3-day split, right?
Yeah.
Of full body. And for the sake of simplicity, let's say you're doing the squat, bench, and the deadlift.
Yep. That was my thought anyways. So.
Yeah. I don't. That depends. That depends. But let's say for the sake of simplicity that you are going to do this, the squat, bench, and the deadlift. How would you put it into a full body split?
Well, first of all, by laying up which days, I often describe like I always did like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If I had the time, life comes in a way sometimes.
Yeah.
But in the optimal schedule, then Monday, day 1 could be, for example, squat day. Like I have, for example, heavy squats.
Yep.
Like I was trying to go quite heavy on the big compounds. So squat Monday, bench Wednesday, and deadlift Friday. But then I could like, if I squat on Monday, then I could have other like complementary exercises. So even if I don't do bench or deadlifts on Monday, I could do things like, instead of a deadlift, maybe a hyperextension focused more on the glutes, or a hinge movement like the hip thrusts.
Yeah.
And for bench, instead of a regular bench, maybe some dips for the chest.
Yeah.
Or let's say incline bench with the dumbbells, perhaps, or something like that. And then I just fill it like so it covers the whole body. So Monday could be like barbell back squat, maybe incline dumbbell press, then maybe a more machine type of movement, maybe a lat pull down, for example, for the back. Then for the shoulders, I could do, because I already did the pressing, I could do more like either a lateral raise or like variation of that sort. Then I also want some arms, for example. Then I try to like maybe a superset, because I don't want to feel too much.
Yeah. Or like be in the gym for like 16 hours.
Yeah, and if I so maybe like superset between I don't know, dumbbell curls and overhead extensions or something like that.
Yeah.
And the thing with full body, I didn't always include arms.
No.
I tried to because I love them.
Yeah.
But I feel like bigger compounds and bigger like muscle groups are more important, especially for functionality and strength and all that. You can get quite strong arms even if you don't train arms.
Yeah.
But they're fun to do.
They are very fun to
They
train.
have their place.
Yeah.
And like it depends on the day. I already like got the legs from the squats, but if I want, I could like add something like a calf raise.
Yeah.
Because the legs are a bit more important and bigger. So I necessarily don't have like only one. I could have only the squats too.
Yeah.
So it circulates, and the same goes for like day 2 when we had the bench. That's the heavy movement.
Yeah.
Then I could do bench press. Instead of a squat, I could have like a hack squat or a leg extension for the quads.
Yeah.
For example, for the shoulders, I could have maybe some shrug or some, I don't know, face pulls.
Yeah.
For example, back maybe pull-ups, maybe a row. A good pendlay row always had its place, or like a lot of cable unilateral rows, and like that sort of system. So I will always get the big compounds, but I always also like get the implementer and the additional movements that supports one another.
Yeah, the accessories gets like spread out a little bit too.
And I feel
to not overlap. For example, on one day you're gonna do a bench press. That day you're not gonna do a fly.
No.
You're gonna throw that on another day.
Yeah.
For example, and the other day when you're doing an overhead press, you're not gonna do the lateral raise that day. You'll do that on the bench press day instead. Something like that.
Yeah.
That way you get it more like spread out, the volume, which is probably in turn good for the muscle growth.
Yeah, and I could also, one more thing, like about the weight and the volume.
Yeah.
I didn't always do like the heaviest on the compounds. So like I could like rotate them each week.
Yeah.
Either way, like the first week when it was the compounds, I went heavy and low reps.
Yeah.
And then week 2 on the compounds, I did high rep to get that sort of stimuli. That was one version, and the other was like, let's say in the first week, which I laid out as an example before. Like first day was heavy squats.
Yeah.
Then was Wednesday was maybe a like explosive bench.
Yeah.
This didn't need to be a heavy bench.
No.
But more so it was more focus on the function itself. So Monday was more strength, when the Wednesday was more like speed.
Yeah.
And Friday maybe just endurance, high reps, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So then I got like everything, so it wasn't just about like only strength or only reps, or because I always loved, and I will always love variation.
You did like weekly undulates.
Yeah, because I
like
want
DUP, but like every week you changed it up.
I love that, like getting a broad picture and a broad like sense of things, not just specializing. I do that too, but when it comes to training, for me it's easier and way more fun to work out when I got to like do all these different variations. So
very cool, guys. That's the full body.
Hell yeah.
Should we make a canvas? Even if there would be one person listening who wants to try the full body, we make like a document or something with like an Excel sheet, something that we both can sign off on.
Absolutely.
With the full body version.
Yeah.
And guys, probably next week.
That's probably with a big P.
Yeah, we'll get another split.
What split should we?
What's next week's split? Drop a comment.
What do you
we
think?
We don't have any commenters.
No.
No, but all right.
We will comment ourselves.
Yeah,
add a new account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But see you next time.
Signing off.
Sign off.